Police, Michael says he found drug paraphernalia right around the time the defendant stopped paying his bills. Michael discovered his ex-roommate's heroin use, and today he's suing for unpaid bills. Defendant Michael Mangione admits that he's had drug problems in the past, but he's going through rehab, and now he's clean. Michael says it's the plaintiff that should be paying him because of the damage his friends caused to their apartment during a party that he wasn't even invited to.
Prove your case.
Well, it's a matter of how you don't really know somebody until you actually live with them. We had been friends since high school and agreed to move in together in May of 2005. Everything was going fine at first. He was doing well, and eventually he stopped going to work. And I had walked into the bathroom and I had found a spoon that had actually been used for heroin. And
really? How long after living with him?
This is probably about after 4 months or so.
I want to interject and say that there's no, that wasn't mine, first of all. And, I have no idea whose it was, but that's totally irrelevant to what this case is all about anyway. Well, so, if you want to go into drug use, why don't you admit, that you're also a drug user yourself?
What type of drugs does he use?
Marijuana, ecstasy, uppers.
It's a lie.
Really? You don't use amphetamines and ecstasy and...
Not at all.
Oh, that's funny because I got a friend that sold the stuff to you. So.
Oh, okay. That's definitely a lie.
And we haven't smoked pot together a million times.
And basically, the reason why I bring it up, Your Honor, is
what's the relevance?
Him not being able to pay me back because of what he was spending his money on.
Was he paying you up to that point?
Up to that point, he had been paying me.
When did he stop paying?
Well, he stopped paying probably by the 4th or 5th month. He did continue to make sporadic payments.
About how much was he paying you? Half? Less than half?
Less than half.
5th, 6th
right.
month?
Just basically what he could at the time.
Less than half, and that
right.
went on for 6, 7 months?
Right, right.
And what were you saying to him during these 6 or 7 months?
I was saying, hey, I need to get a job, need to get stuff going, I need this money.
And what would he say?
He would always give me an excuse as far as like, oh, I got this job lined up, I should be starting Monday. Come Monday, I'll come home from work, and he's just laying on the couch.
And you believe the reason he was unable to pay you in full is because of his addiction?
Right, because initially that was the first sign, that was the warning sign, and then eventually his belongings started to disappear from the house. And at first
his belongings?
His belongings.
Like he was selling them?
Exactly. And then things started deteriorating between us. We were talking less and less. And he finally did admit to me, I confronted him, and he did admit to me that he did have a serious problem. And I offered him to help him however I could, we'll just get you back on your feet.
How about treatment?
That was his plan. He actually did enroll in...
oh, he did?
He got involved in a treatment plan. And things did actually turn around for him for a while. He got in the treatment. He did get another job.
You believe he relapsed?
I believe he may have.
All right, well, hope you learn your lesson about rooming with people. And it used to be where you would just check their credit, make sure they had employment, do a little criminal background check. But now you got to do all that and hand them that cup.
Right.
To test for drugs. Sir, what do you say?
I'm not denying at all that there is some debt that I owe him for the bills. Let me start out by saying that all of the bills were, when we moved into this apartment, he put all the utilities into his name, and he was paying them either online or with a credit card. I'm not sure, but however he was paying them, it was in such a way where I never really even got to see the bills on paper or what I owed. So I was just trusting him.
You're too busy nodding. Say, Mike, look at the bill. Mike, the bill. The bill, man. We got to pay the bill.
And I had never...
How you going to see the bill nodding, man? Go ahead, sir.
All right. Just for one of the examples in how the bills were set up, I never really had a say on what type of services and packages that I could afford and that I would be willing to pay for. And one example is the cable. We got, all of a sudden, we're just hooked up with the most expensive premium cable package that we never really even had to sit down to discuss. Is this something that I'd be able to afford? No, he just went and had it put in his name.
And I bet this is the first time you're mentioning it, isn't it?
No, it isn't.
Oh, you mentioned before,
Yes,
to
it
you.
is.
Listen,
This is
since
the first
I
time
never
I've heard
had any input on this and you never let me determine what should go into this package, I don't think it's fair that I pay this amount. You did bring that up? You did say that to him?
Yeah, you know what? And even if I didn't, it was still too late. I did, but I'm just saying, it was already set up at that
What
point
month
anyway.
did you say that?
So the bills were
What
coming
month did you discuss that with him?
in right in the beginning.
Okay, so no, it wasn't too late. All you had to do was pick up the phone and call.
And
And
cancel
tell the
something that
cable
wasn't in my
company-
name, though?
No, you could tell him to do it, or else you were going to withhold payment.
Which was never brought up. This is the first time hearing
You know I
this.
know that. You know I know that. I thought he was on the way to recovery when he started saying that he does owe some. But now that you done started lying again, I believe you relapsed too. Because one of the first signs of recovery is honesty.
I'm
You're
trying to be as
showing
honest
all
as
the
possible.
signs of your old ways, lying and scheming.
Okay,
You know
can
I
I
know
add
better
in
than that.
something
What
else
other
here?
reasons shouldn't you have to pay, sir?
Well, on the last day before we were moved out of the apartment, when the lease expired, he threw a party. The place got completely trashed, and now all of a sudden, I'm going to have to come out of pocket to pay for some of the damages that have occurred to the apartment. Okay, and so
Do you have
that's-
a bill for those damages?
No, I haven't seen
And
that.
you had
yet
nothing to
either.
do with the damages.
No, I wasn't invited, so no,
He
I
was
wasn't
there. He was there.
Was I
He was
at your-
absolutely. He was. They were mutual friends.
I
He was
came
hanging
home
out.
and went to sleep in my bedroom.
I know you did. I know you did. I know you've been getting a lot of sleep over the years.
Everybody sleeps, man.
Go
But
ahead.
I had no part in this party, though.
Sir?
Yeah, he was hanging out with everybody, just all the same, and none of that
wasn't,
damage
though.
that was that we got charged for after we moved out was from that party whatsoever. That was just a moving out party / my birthday.
How much were you charged upon moving out?
It was somewhere around $800.
And what happened with the balance due?
I showed them what I was responsible for, and I paid for my portion.
And he still owes the landlord
And
directly?
then they billed him for the rest.
Is that true, sir?
Yeah, and I haven't paid it because I disagree with.
With the landlord?
Yeah, and
What does
and
that have to
also
do with him?
Because the landlord doesn't know where the damage came from. The landlord doesn't know that he threw a party
It's
the day
itemized.
before we
The
were supposed to
landlord
move out.
must believe that they came from you because the landlord accepted payment from him
Right.
for what he believed was his portion of the damage.
And it's itemized second bedroom for most of the costs. So I don't know if
It shows
there was
that the costs came from his bedroom.
right, which apparently a bunch of people went in and partied while he was not.
I haven't
around.
received
Does-
anything, first of all, that says.
You haven't?
No, I haven't.
So how do you know how much you owe? You're arguing something that you don't know anything about.
Well, I just know that I owe a certain amount of money.
And you don't know how much.
But he owes it to
Could
them.
be $10.
How much is it?
It's
Right.
You told me on the phone that it was going to be hundreds of dollars.
yeah.
Give me the utility bills you're suing him for. His only defense is that there's some unknown amount of money
And I'm
you
not suing him for
all owe.
that.
That's why I'm saying that's a moot fact
All right,
in
sir,
this case,
I'd
sir.
also
It
like
has
to-
no relevance because you have no proof. You're not countersuing for that. You can't use it as a defense because it is unrelated to your utility bills.
I'd also like to add in that after we moved out, we did have a verbal agreement on how the remaining debt was going to be paid off, and I paid him $200 at that point in time because I have started a job and I did get out of treatment. I presented him with $200, and from my understanding, we were going to work out how the rest was going to get paid off.
We were.
Now all of a sudden, I'm
When did
getting
he give him the
sued, so,
$200?
within
the day
a
we
week
moved
after
out.
moving
The day
out.
we moved
Yeah,
out.
the
You
day we
deducted
moved out.
that from these utilities?
Yes, that's already been deducted. That was he owed me $1,000. Now it's around $800.
817 is your judgment, sir. Sir, are you still in a program, a treatment program?
Yeah, sir, I am. I go to meetings regularly. I am working a job right now.
How far did you go in school?
I actually attended college all the way up until senior year.
You went your senior year in
Yeah.
college?
I do plan on finishing when I have enough money to be able to do that.
So you're going to work so you can finish this last year of college?
Yeah, I plan on it. I'm going to do the best I can to do
What do
that.
you mean? Do the best you can. What could stop you?
I don't know. It seems like there's always obstacles that
Like
come
what?
across, you know. I don't know, just whether or not this job, my job security, stuff like that.
Is it in jeopardy?
Well, it's a seasonal job to begin with, so
Oh, okay.
eventually by the end of the summer, I am going to have to find a new line of work.
All right.
So,
Where you live? Like you all in Cook County?
yeah.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 25.
All right. I'm going to invite you to an expo we're having, my foundation, here in Chicago on October 21st. We're having a youth and education expo, job opportunities, job training, scholarships, everything young people need to become productive. I want to see you there, all right?
All right, thank you, Judge.
And the location... And the location and time will be, if you watch WCIU Channel 26, they'll be announcing all the locations and times. In the meantime, I'm also going to order you for drug testing for 6 months, every month. And if you're ever found to have drugs in your system, inpatient treatment. You got me?
Yeah, I do.
That's the only obstacle I hear could get in the way is your relapse back to drug use. Good luck to you. I'll see you on the 21st.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right.
At the point where we moved out, I felt like I couldn't trust him anymore, but you know, there is a possibility they could build that trust back up because I do think he's a good guy inside.
All I can do is just try to, you know, make my best effort to show him that, you know, I'm not that person anymore.